Alright, gamers. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Agent, Vi, Zavon. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Yeah, it's game day. So, we're just gonna get a couple warm-up fights in, and then, we'll be starting the match. The match starts in like an hour. So we've got time for a few practice fights. We'll do guys a few times. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I don't think we need like an absurd amount of time spent on this. Excuse me. Just making sure all my stuff. Yeah, you're good, Vi. No worries. I just messed around with my mic settings a little bit as well. Just want to make sure everything's good. If I'm a little quiet, let me know. We can adjust if needed. But it should have been like mostly background noise stuff. We should be chilling. Snow puppy? I mean, we're not naming anything for a minute, but I will attempt to remember. Am I like cutting in and out? I'm not, right? I can't tell. My mic gauge is acting a little funky. We're good? Okay. Yeah, it looks like super choppy. I can't tell if that's just like OBS being weird or if like my mic is actually not functioning the way it should. Alright, yeah, let's just do like a no talismans whatsoever plus 0 kill, and we'll go from there. Yeah, this damage is brutal. This is like very consistently like an 8-minute fight at plus 0 with no shadow blessing. think like the real issue with this fight is just the fact that he has like 4 moves. And like when you just see like the same few over and over and over again, it's really easy for your brain to just like disengage. Especially when it's like a long fight that is also just very samey. In what universe does it make any sense that we're in this giant open field and we're still right next to the wall? How does this happen? We could have punished twice there, but whatever. Alright, we're a bit more away from the wall. Kind of hoping for one R1 there, but okay. Right, I think we're chilling. So let's do the same thing, but with talismans this time. That was a little late on that roll. That could have been bad. Alright, now we have Blade of Mercy damage. That was a little early. Yo, what's up, Initius? Thank you for good luck, dude. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, it does thrust damage? Really? That's really weird. Yeah, that counter hit though could be crazy on that. Again? Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I get that it's like a pointy weapon, but like, I don't know, like it doesn't really make a lot of sense that you would be poking things with it. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, definitely try the Spirit Talisman though. Like the punish or the counter windows are very, very tight, I would say is like the main thing. Um, so you may see a lot of variance in your damage. Like I think in Elden Ring the way it works is it's like if the hitbox is still active, it's considered to be like counter damage. But like the second the hitbox goes away, so does the counter damage window, which is kind of crazy. So it's like got some pretty niche fights where it's like consistently good. Definitely worth looking into though. Yeah, very fair. Strength, yeah. So my thing about stat boosting talismans is they're legitimately good for like RL1 stuff because it makes it so you can wield more weapons. You really don't get extra damage from like levels though. Like you do, but nothing like super meaningful. And like are you doing a level 1 run? Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah, so at RL1, like if you don't need the strength talisman to like wield the weapon, it's almost definitely not worth it. Like you could get one counter hit in a fight, and I think Spear Talisman like did more for you than the Strength Talisman would. Okay, get away from the wall, dude. Yeah, yeah. Sword Seal is significantly better as like a stat boosting thing because you get like a bunch of levels into a lot of different things, but like it also gives you endurance, and honestly like the vigor increase usually makes like an RTSR setup like way easier to get without like needing to gambit or something ridiculous like that. So I think like Sword Seal is kind of like the exception to talisman boosting stats are kind of, or talisman stat boosting is kind of bad unless you like need it to wield your weapon. But that's kind of a realization that I came to like recently. Yo, what's up, Andre? Welcome in, dude. Hope you're doing well. Ready to claim the win today? I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, even if we do hit this incentive to do... Wait, was I too far? I'm actually not even really sure what happened there. Because you're so bad at this game. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You can script, like, basically everything, even at RL1. It's really not gonna be that difficult. I imagine you run this for maybe, like, 2 or 3 weeks. Margit and Fire Giant? Fire Giant should be scriptable. I would think, especially with Spear Talisman. Um, you might need like Stone Barb or something like that, but Fire Giant should definitely be scriptable. Margit, because you can't wield the weapon, right? So you would have to use like the club. Is that the issue? The one in capital is more God, yeah. But he should also be scriptable for sure. Yeah, Morgott should be too. I could try and like drop in on one of your streams while you're working on it and try and help you out if you want, or I can look at some stuff while I'm offline and shoot you some videos. But it should 100% be doable. His poise is horrible. And he has like a bunch of scripted moves that you can use as well. Well, not a bunch, but like enough. If anything, I think I'm going like too early on the roll. Yo, what's up, Donut? Good luck to you too, dude. Yeah, I bet there's probably like a specific order that you could do those things in. That would change your outcome a little bit. Oh. I have no idea how that didn't kill me, actually. But I will take it. Yeah, Morgott's a really good boss to know if you plan on doing like low damage runs in the future. But like the problem with that is just the fact that he is so complex. Where like if you don't plan to do those things, then there's like very little reason to. Here, let me pull up ER tool real quick. Playing AGR, heck yeah, dude. That's such a good run. So What talismans are you using? Do you know off the top of your head? Um, I mean, as long as you're leveling your weapon, I really don't think it makes that much of a difference. Like it's a longer run. You only add what, like 4 extra bosses. Renala sucks to learn. I imagine even at RL1, you probably still just one-shot Red Wolf. And as long as you can figure out something for Moog, like it should be fine. And then what would you be? You'd be like a plus 12 Rusted Anchor, right? Yeah, I mean that's definitely an option for sure. As like I would say, definitely make sure you have a weapon that can stagger Melania. Like that's a really important one. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think it's too big of a hassle outside of just like getting the weapons and stuff. Okay, so I see your issue here. All right, I see the problem.
The thrones, stained by my curse, such shame I cannot bear. Thy part in this
Um,
shall not be forgiven.
that is a way you could go with it. I'm trying to think like what would be like I only have source here. Oh, what the? Okay, Margaret. Okay, bud. Um, so like I assume your damage is like somewhat better than mine. Like, are you using like a red feather and stuff like that? Much better, yeah. Okay. So there could be an argument to be made. I assume you're probably using Cragblade. There's a potential argument to be made to go Determination here. Because you could like shackle, or even like Determination before you walk in. Shackle off the bat, whack them, determination again, whack him. He should still be like getting up at that point. That damage could be good enough to go into sword rain. Um, and then like with Stone Barb, I wonder if like two CR2s would be enough to stagger him. You could stagger him out of sword rain and riposte. And then once he stands up again from that, that could be the time to use the second shackle. Um, yeah, so I would look into determination. I would look into Stone Barb. You have to kill like the rotted tree avatar in Dragonborough, like right next to Fort Ferrith. But you can, it's super annoying, but you could just sit in the tree and just like throw fire bots at him. Like you don't actually have to fight the thing, and that is weapon only viable as well. But yeah, I assume with like a couple extra talismans and stuff like that, you would either have to fight very little of phase two or like none at all, would be my guess. Do we have low damage Margit? I'm like relatively certain that I do, but I don't see it on the list. There it is. Nope. Yeah, I've got to
Well,
assume that's like more than enough
thou
damage
art
to be able
surpassing
to
skill. Warrior blood must truly
script it in a
run in
way that
thy
is helpful.
veins. Tarnished.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, RTSR, Sword Seal, Axe, and
I shall
Spear.
remember thee.
Yeah, if anything,
Tarnished.
like you get
Smouldering in
zero
thy
value out
murderous
of Spear in that
flame.
scenario.
Cower in fear.
I wonder if there's
For
like
the
another
night, the hands of the
easy
fell
damage
old
boost
shall
talisman that you
brook
could like
thee
just pick
no
up on the
quarter.
way. I don't think Jar Shard does anything with Cragblade. I could be wrong. I don't think it does though, because like Cragblade itself doesn't do damage. Um, yeah, they're right next to each other. It's like in the chest on top of Fort Gale, so you could very easily just pick it up on the way to Radon. But I remember when we were working on Two Serpents, the first time I routed it, I picked up the Strength Seal on the way because I was like, oh, like we have to do +0 Serpent Hunter, and that scales like mostly with Strength, so like 5 extra levels, like that should be something. I remember it was exactly one less damage than what my setup already was. And I was like, wow, levels really doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's the thing. Dagger boosts your riposte by like 17%, I think it is. And like a riposte already does so much damage. Yeah, 17. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there's like another talisman that would make sense to just grab on the way. Oh, where do you pick up wild strikes? Drop from a teardrop scarab located in the middle of the path leading from Stormhill Shack to Castleward. So there could be an argument there for using Jar Shard Wild Strikes. Because I'm pretty sure you can use that on the Rusted Anchor, which is like ridiculous. Yeah, like phase two isn't bad. It's just like you can get like the Morgott Please combo, and that's super not ideal. But yeah, I would assume with all those buffs, it is like almost definitely possible to be able to script it. I'm just not sure exactly what it would look like off the top of my head. All right, what time do we got here? We got like 15 minutes still. Um, what else do we have to do today? Nile, I guess. Yeah, for sure, dude. Are you in the Discord? I think you are, right? You can just like drop a video in like the Elden Ring channel. I'll take a look when I can. Yeah, sweet. Okay. Yeah, honestly, like I would be worried less about Fire Giant. Fire Giant is honestly not that bad to actually learn for phase two. I assume that's probably where the issue is, since he basically has like a scripted stun lock for phase one. Yeah, Godskin Duo should be exactly the same, honestly. They don't really change from run to run unless you're +0. Alright, no worries, dude. Have a good one. Appreciate the good luck. Um, yeah, I mean, I think we're just kind of chilling at this point. I'm gonna take a quick break, and yeah, no worries, dude. No worries at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick break so we're ready for the match, and we'll come back and get it started. That's it. That's it. We did it. That's it. We just beat it. No hit. Not a single one. Let's go! Holy crap, dude. I was not ready for the back. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Get me out of slow mo. Alright, hold on. Oh snap, I got a Snorlax EX. Huge. I have never had so much luck in one set that I'm having with this Eevee set. I'm dropping my controller. It's fine. Man, if we don't get the run tonight, like, what do I even... Are you kidding me? Nope. Okay, it's back up. But, like, I think once we cut down on a lot of the stupid mistakes... yeah, once we cut down on stupid mistakes, I think that's gonna cut a lot of time. I think it'll probably be closer to like 3.5. Did I have no stamina? I definitely had stamina there. I tapped B and I just didn't go anywhere. Huh. Yo, what is this angling that is happening right now? I hate it, all of that. Yo! I did not know that. Are you serious? Dude! That was unreal. I'm honestly not even really sure what hit me there. Alright, I'm not falling for this again. What? What was that? Are you kidding? Alright. We got to heal. We didn't die. I shouldn't have said anything. I can't wait to drop like half an inch too far and just die. That's gonna be sick. Alright, well. Wait, who are you summoning? What? Yo, what? I have never. That's insane. What? What? You know what, Vi? That is a very good point. This is Poppy's fault. If Poppy would just play co-op Elden Ring with us, it would be fine. We wouldn't even be here. Alright, we back. What the lava? Alright, we have a little bit extra time here. Let me do like one more market. And then we'll hit character creation. Yo, what's up, Elias? Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. What is happening, actually? Like, I'm pushing the button. Not sure where the crowd part came from.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh, I can't jump forward. Alright, we can't jump punish with this weapon. That is tragic. I was unaware. That's like something I just learned how to do. Have not actually done it with this weapon yet. And we just didn't have room here.
Put these
Yeah, no worries, dude. We're all good.
to rest.
Alright, I guess we don't get to do any new fancy stuff. Doesn't work on this weapon. Truly tragic. This weapon can be really finicky at times. Like there's some cool things that it allows you to do, but there's some other cool things that you actually just like can't do with this weapon.
Can you hear me? Just in case.
I can't hear you. Yeah, sorry, I'm muted on Discord, but hopefully you hear that in stream in a minute. Alright, cool. Thanks, dude.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
Not back to the wall.
Tarnished.
Yeah, we'll just roll down. Okay. Let me just make sure I have everything closed. I do. Alright. banger name, Vi. All right, we got about 3 minutes. I'm sure we'll get pulled any minute, and we'll be on our way. This is timer? No, I don't remember what my timer button is. There it is, okay. Hits. All right, I'm not dumb. We got this.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
How's it going, guys? It's going great. It's going great. I'm very excited for your match today and the incentives that you guys are putting on.
Yeah, it'll be exciting.
All right. What are your impressions? I've seen you both practice like a ton this week, so none of you are probably gonna get hit if I had to guess.
Thank you for the caster's curse. I've been appreciated, but
Surely that's for
actually,
both of us.
yeah. I think it'll probably be fine. If I see a hit, it'll probably be something stupid or Gaia's because it's probably gonna be a long fight, but we'll see.
Yeah,
You
I
can
think
always get caught, you know?
yeah, that's kind of the thing about guys. I was talking about it when we were practicing a little bit earlier, but like dude's got 4 moves and it's like an 8 minute fight. It's so easy to just like mentally check out and just like space and just be like, that's enough, you know?
Yeah. You somehow, I've seen your damage, and it's somehow so much lower than mine. Even with the restrictions I said I would add after the extra incentive, I think our damage is still quite even. In fact, I think I have more damage without buffs or talismans or upgrades or Scoutu than you have with buffs and talismans in the remaining restrictions, which is insane.
Heck yeah, dude.
Donut, extra thanks. Do you mind sending me all of your profile pictures after this game to maybe to add as emojis to the league server because
Yeah,
that is a wild profile picture.
yeah.
It's the fourth
Yeah,
commander basically for Donut, I see.
yeah, it's Napoleon Bonaparte. We came up with that.
Heck
We
yeah, dude.
decided.
All right.
That's amazing.
It seems like you're both ready, huh?
I'm ready.
So
I'm
without
ready.
further ado, let's start it in 5, 4,
Good luck, Donut.
3, 2,
Good luck.
1. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck.
Good luck.
Yo, what's up, Pelicans? Thank you for good luck, dude. Oh, timer? I know how to play the game, that's fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think the only part that we really need to be like significantly worried about is Gaius, I think. And even then, that's only if we reach the incentive. If we don't reach the incentive, it's a very quick fight. If we do reach the incentive, it's a very long but simple fight. So, realistically, we're doing good. Let's go. I have no idea what the dollar amount is, but the incentive is to do Gaius at +0, no Shadow Blessing. So just like very low damage. It makes it like an 8 minute fight or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, it's not awful. It really isn't. Like it sounds a lot worse than it is, in my opinion. Like as long as you respond to like all his moves correctly, you really only see like the same 4 over and over and over again. So Yo, what's up, Shane? Thank you for good luck. Yeah, so we'll just buy 2 of my weapon, just in case the incentive is hit, and then if anyone is watching, like, the actual broadcast, and they're like, oh, they have to do it now, like, someone let me know, because I will have no idea. If you dodge, you won't get hit. Exactly. The most consistent thing you can do is press B at the appropriate time.
And I can also that you're not then wine. I am caught.
Okay. So, these, buy 2 of these. Yeah, just do it, bro.
Good.
Brother. This is also a very fast run. Like, everything else has been 2 of whatever, but... So you would think this being 3 commanders, it would be longer, but it's really not. Like, Nile's still on the way. Like, that's not really something we have to go out of our way to do. And then, like, O'Neal is so low level that when we go back and nuke him, like... It's basically a non-issue. Like, this run is basically Gaia's percent. And then also kill O'Neal for some reason. Like, that's kind of just it. Very quick. It should be, like, just about, like, a 2-hour run. Holy pickups! We got Golden Vow, Great Shield, Gauntlets, and Pants. That's crazy. He's got like a god tier loot drop right there from Golden Vow Knight. Yeah, streamer luck for real. Miyazaki himself has blessed the run.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Hello? I at least. I just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all. Ah. Ow. Ah. Oh, that. Well, Wait. I see. I see it now. Humans all lose their wits eventually. How could this? Was my whole existence just a crock?
Got the full drop? That's wild.
Oh, am I? Are you here as a
I don't think I've ever seen that. Like one of those things where like I knew it could happen, but you like never see it. We're not even fighting the Godskin duo and we still need the sleep book. That's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Because we gotta go down to the sewers and sleep those stupid lobsters. Honestly, that was a decision. I'm not really sure what the rationale behind that was. They were just like, oh, we have like this water area, we should do like giant lobsters. Also give it a sniper. Like, why? It makes no sense. Why are we doing this? Yeah, it's very insane. From so far away, too. From so far away. Like, I've had multiple experiences just, like, running through Liurnia. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm just dead. I do, like, a 360 in my camera real quick, and I'm like, I don't even see a lobster, dude. Like, what just happened? Like, I just got, like, orbital air striked or something. Yeah, for real. They got like the lobster ghillie suits or something, because I don't see jack. Is that what it is? Even better. I was unaware of this information. Not completely up to date on my crustacean facts.
Well, it's been a... How can I? Have a safe...
Wild behavior on their part, either way. Now you know. Now you know. That's what Hitler's running is all about. It's about learning. I don't know if I like knowing. Valid. Very valid. Up to 7 feet. Dude. That is insane. That is insane. Classic Google just making things worse. Ain't that the way? You know, I was thinking this morning, and I was like, so what happens if like the incentive doesn't get met, right? Where we use the +10 weapon. And then I was like, I haven't practiced like collecting the blessings like all week. I don't know that my brain has actually retained it because it's like, oh, this is the last DLC week. So like I don't really need this information anymore. So like even if the incentive doesn't get met, I think we're still gonna do like +0 shadow anyway. Just not a +0 weapon. I tried it last night, the damage isn't that bad. Yo, lobsters be wild and what the heck? Yeah, honestly on this run we probably will just say no shadow either way. So the only actual incentive part is like +10 weapon or +0. Yeah, reffing's cool, dude. Like this entire event has been really sick. Like initially I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get to like play in front of a bunch of people and like we'll do like all these cool objectives and all that kind of stuff, but like it's been really sick just to like watch all the stuff too. Yeah, exactly, Shane. And like the damage is honestly not that bad. Like it's not amazing. But I feel like a big part of like the Shadow Blessings like effect is like defense, isn't it? Like it does boost like your attack a little bit, but like I thought a big part of it was like it boosted your resistances, which obviously in a hitless context means nothing. So it's kind of whatever. I mean, we're happy to have you, dude. Appreciate you donating your time for a good cause, so we can do these crazy runs and justify it to people. Oh, so you run Elden Ring because you hate yourself? No, actually, I raise money for kids in hospitals, but thanks. Yeah, I mean, like, the damage aspect of it is still, like, pretty important. Especially when a lot of the bosses were kind of deemed, like, ridiculous. Where you need to get them to, like, the transition point and make sure you have enough damage to just nuke them at that point before they get completely unmanageable. So, like, I get it, but yeah, I don't know. For like a casual playthrough, it makes like going back to the DLC just seem like such a chore. And that's how a lot of people learn, really, is just like casual playthroughs. Or I mean, I assume maybe I'm kind of unique in that way. Yeah, like I think it's just the way that a lot of the DLC bosses are built, where being that low damage can be kind of crazy, right? Nah, the red button doesn't do anything. I used to have a ton of people in here who were like, you don't have enough redeems, you need more. And I was like, I'm going to give you a button that says don't press it, and then I'm going to yell at you whenever you press it. And they loved it. So that's all that is. Yo, what's up, Giggity? Thank you for the blessing. And there it is. Now everyone's spamming the big red button like a bunch of delinquents. I remember like when I was speedrunning Little Nightmares at the time, I would be like super locked into the game, right? Because we're speedrunning. That's what you do. And I would like glance over at my chat, and all I would see is like big red button redeems. I'm like, guys, come on. Like if anyone said anything in the last like 10 minutes, I have no idea because all I see is big red button. How did Helldivers go last night, Giggity? I was lurking for a little bit. Okay. Not through the trees, I guess. Yeah. I didn't play like a ton of Helldivers. Like I played for a bit. I had one friend who was like, I've been playing this game with my friend and you should like join us because you're really good at shooting things. And I was like, I mean, I guess. And then I bought it. We maybe played for like a week or two. And I was like, this is a lot of the same, like over and over again. A big flashbang, that would be awful. Yeah, like I think with like the right crowd, it's one of those things that can definitely be like a lot of fun. But like when you're just having like a low energy day, like I don't think Helldivers is the move. Yeah, like it was really funny for like the first couple of weeks, where like people would just be like chucking grenades at places and like killing each other by accident. Like we had like a bunch of laughs and stuff like that, don't get me wrong. But then, you know, everyone else keeps progressing, but you're just like memeing. So now suddenly the game is like really hard, and you've not been paying attention, so you're not getting any better. I think that was kind of the issue that I ran into. Long day of Enshrouded, let's go. I've heard that game's really good. I think I've had that game recommended to me like 2 or 3 times at least. Well, that's not exactly where I wanted to be, but sure. Dudes, there's only one more week for me after this. And then we gotta, like, figure something out. So I would like to take, like, a brief break from Elden Ring, like a week or two. Nothing, not like months. Literally like a week or two where we just do something else. I haven't decided what that's gonna be yet. E33? I'm very close to finishing E33. Like, I don't want to do spoilers and stuff, so I'm not going to say where I'm at, but we're definitely really, really close. It's something that, like, me and Vi have been doing together, so we've been playing through it very slowly, but... Yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome. 100%. Three... Dude, I can't. 3 stream streak, let's go. Yeah, like, I'm super not, like, a turn-based games fan, but it's so good. It's so good. I've loved it. Would definitely like to do like some challenge run stuff on it at some point. And we did Reanimal last night. That was pretty wild. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Seems like a good potential target for future speed runs. Yeah, you too, Giggity. You did it deathless? Nice. Yeah, I know like some people are working on like hitless and stuff like that. I think it has been done at this point. Like I think a hitless Expedition 33 has been done. But I know of at least like a handful of people who are like actively working on it right now, I think. Or I guess I know they exist. I don't know them personally. Oh, Hyperion's done it? Nice. Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. You know, I've been told a lot recently that that pathing isn't safe because that knight can just like throw like a glintstone scrap at you. I'm pretty sure if you just keep like the barricade between you and the knight, like I don't think it's an issue. I'll have to like actually go back and have like an active look at it at some point, but like I don't think that's actually something to be concerned about. So I've seen like other people just like running straight up the road. And like there's literally a knight there too. Are you gonna tell me that one can't throw stuff at you? Like that doesn't make sense. Then you also have like one of those flamethrower tank things. It's a pretty fast run so far. Yo, what's up, Killabee? Thank you for the good luck, dude. Dude, GG's on your match yesterday. You've improved so fast. 2-hit run. Absolute madman, dude. Yeah, as you should. As you should, dude. So this should be about like a 2-hour run. It's not that long. Like we'll get to Radon about an hour. Like Nile should be dead by like an hour 20. And then like getting to DLC is probably like another 20 minutes. Gaia should be dead around like an hour 50, hour 55 depending. And then you just make a quick detour and kill O'Neil and runs over. So this is definitely like the fastest one for me. Honestly, for me, this one isn't even a speed run. Like this objective, like the routing should be pretty much exactly the same for everybody. The only differences that there have really been is that some people have gone for like Vare's quest to get to Moog sooner. I have not been one of those people. But since you have to kill Nile anyway, like it just doesn't make sense to do that on this run. Yeah, this objective, like it just doesn't take that long to do all the things. But for the other ones, I have preferred to take the longer route because I get to kill more things, which makes my difficult fight a little bit easier because I have extra levels. Has been my rationale for it. You doubt you can do any percent sub 3 hours? I mean, like once you've run it a decent handful of times, like it definitely gets a lot easier. You start like thinking less about, oh, so like now I need to, well, what do I need to do here? Like as soon as a lot of that stuff becomes way more like muscle memory, like a 2 hour, like any percent becomes very, very doable. I will say like smithing weapons are a little bit slower. There's a lot more like pickups and stuff like that you have to do. So we do have a bit of an advantage there since like all the league weapons are somber. If I stop thinking bad things occur. Valid. I think it's less about not thinking and more about not trying to remember what's next. If that makes sense. Like I think that is a very specific distinction. But I think it is accurate. Almost time for the run to start, guys. Thank you for GG's. Very legit. Very legit. The gravity Ash of War is just too strong, dude.
To determine if you have. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering play. Very let my hand.
You know, it's funny, when I initially entered into the tournament, I was going to fight DTS legit, like on every single run. The issue I ran into is my first R1 is 2 strikes, which means it's pretty slow. And it's kind of like impossible to do DTS as like a legit fight with a weapon that swings twice on the first R1. Like, we would lose so much time just because of how long we would have to wait for like specific attacks to actually be able to punish. It's like, we just knock them over. Imagine fighting DTS. That's like meta's favorite right there.
I presume.
Dude, we're gonna be going up against meta next week. She's like the last one left. Alright, so level to 30. 30 flasks. And golden vow.
What's wrong with you? I suppose I have no choice then. Is this what Grace would have of us? You are an enigma. To be certain, the volcano.
Alright, so the only like additional setup thing we have to do here, we need the Albinarch Village Grace, because we're going Consecrated Snowfield, and that's fine. And then we need to grab the Grace, like, over by O'Neill on the way to Radon. Because I think I forgot to do that, like, all 2 times I practiced this run.
Hello. Hell, it's rather my mistress. I was a could I ask that?
And now I'm
Father
afraid
me
that
if
I
you-
have memory, or muscle
Oh, to
memory,
bless
that
the
is going to just
trees.
forget to do that. So when it's time for Radon, we need to make sure we grab that Grace on the way.
What, are you trying to start? Show me, and I'll consider. I'm not in love with. You're first.
Alright, so Dex tier, and then Albinarch Village. Yo, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Hey.
Excellent. Excellent. Alright. No, we need to bring the necklace back to Rye. Forgot. It's so nice to not feel like time matters here for like at all. Wasting points is what you're here for. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Goku? I've seen you around before. Hope you're doing well. Got jump scared by your own TTS. That's
Oh yeah, thank you. Did I forget?
That's kind of wild work, my dude.
Very to steady such, please. Brave Tom. I knew you. I hear. Take my hand. Give. I will.
Morning or afternoon? Yeah, I think we're like heading into afternoon at the moment.
I am Tan Rias, a
I
warrior.
do not have a clock in
Swali
front of me, but I
Joy
assume it's
Rise
like
with us.
almost noon.
Now you the drawing room, but be sure.
Alright, Gambit, no skill. So, level, physic, ashes. Level. Please? Physic. Ashes. No skill. Gambit. Alright. It's market time. Let's get this going as well. It's so funny to me, like how confused that one dude gets.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall. It's tight. Oh, the guard you breached. Well,
So quick detour for Blue Dancer. Thank you for GG's, Vine. You're good. We're just chilling. We'd like just finished setup. I don't know. At this point, like setup kind of feels like through Morgott. I'm not gonna lie. Scam. Hard fall. That's not supposed to happen. Like I must have not like run far enough down the pillar. That was very early on my part. I don't know, that kind of just goes to show like how forgiving that jump actually is. It's not nearly as tight as a lot of people think. No way, dude. That's so annoying. I didn't even feel early either. Or late, I guess. I'm not sure, actually, if that was even late. Like, did he hit me going up, or did I get hit going down?
And one day, we'll return together
I wasn't paying enough
to our
attention.
home, bathed
Was it
in
going up?
rays
Okay.
of
Yeah, it must have
gold.
been late then. What's up, girl? Hope you're doing well, dude. I mean, like, it's okay. It's very quick. It was like a 2-hour run at longest. Like 2 hours, 5 minutes, something around that. But it's really just like Gaia's. And then that's kind of the only interesting thing that happens. But we're also like out of the running to qualify anyway, so. Yeah. Yeah, we just do O'Neil after we get like Gaius runes and we kill him while he's like in summoning animation basically. Looking forward to not Elden Ring. Yeah. That's right. Like I'm really excited to do like a lot of the Elden Ring runs that I'm looking forward to. Or that we have coming up. But I think a break would be good. We've been grinding this since what, like mid-November? So like it's been a minute, you know? A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Like I want to do Saint Trina's first, I think. We're gonna do Saint Trina's only, any percent, and then do AR, but then we're gonna go to R01+0 stuff, which I'm really excited for. Yeah, it's cool and it sucks. So it'll be neat. That's like my little world's first thing that I want to grab. And then I think it would be just cool to have like a world's first. I was going up on Godric's opener, and I apparently went a little too late because the swing like clipped me as I was going up, I guess. It looked fine to me, but I mean, I took damage, so it is what it is. Yeah, like I think it'll be hard for sure. Like no part of me is going into that being like, oh, this is easy, we're gonna knock this out in like a couple of weeks, but I think it'll be really fun to learn everything instead of just most things. Yeah, honestly, I don't know that there's gonna be like a bunch of setup. I don't know that I want to go like super heavy like on the status and all that kind of stuff. So like I think it's mostly just gonna be like get your weapon and go. Like grab medallions and just start beating the crap out of stuff. Yeah, it might be rough. I mean, I don't know, like a lot of the fights I already have like a good grasp on, I feel. So it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it was just unlucky. Like every time I do any of those dodges with like the Ash of War, I am 100% aware of the fact that like I'm running that risk. And I mean, for it to finally happen like after we already can't qualify for semis and stuff anyway, like that's the smallest deal that it could be. Might need to learn Duo though, yeah, we will. I think for the RL1 any percent, I would like to do like a sleepless duo anyway. So that was kind of like already on the list. I think so. Like I don't think we'll do it for like all great runes and like all remembrances and stuff as well, but I think it would be cool to do it once. Oh, just the base game one. It's like right at the beginning of Caelid, so it's like a very, very simple pickup. You just need a stone sword key. Yo, what's up, Wildwater? Thank you for good luck. Yeah, it's like right under Rot View balcony. There's like the monster bird that's like overlooking a ruins, and it's like right there. Why am I short runes? Am I supposed to be 41 here? I thought it was 42. What am I doing right now? Okay. I am disoriented from taking idiotic hit. Hold on. Yeah, I don't want to do like star fists and stuff or like RL1 either.
Champions!
I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be running, but
The stars
we'll
have
figure it out.
aligned. The festival.
Like, I don't know. Like, I want RL1 plus 0 to be a hard run. Like, that's kind of the whole point for me. Like, I don't want to just be like, oh, we didn't level anything, but we just, like, abuse the crap out of, like, every status in the game, and then... Like, I want it to be, like, we learned the fights. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, axes are okay. They're, like, a bit on the slow side for me, personally. How do you know what areas of the map are level-based? I mean, you kind of just do things in, like, the same order all the time. Like, we need to do 2 great runes in order to get into the capital, and this just happens to be, like, one of our best options. But, oh, like, for, like, a casual playthrough, it really just comes down to, do you walk in and hit something and be like, maybe I shouldn't be here yet? Because that's, like, a really good indicator of, like, maybe it's too soon. Power stance straight swords. Is it? I've never heard of that. That's interesting. Great swords. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of like the slow weapons. I need like a medium to fast something. Thank you for GG's. Man, that's a bummer hit to take. Yeah, I've seen some really cool like apostle strafes. Cause like I've seen Fetchery do it, and I've seen Mid do it with the like the no sleep duo fight. Pretty sick. Eight mandatory bosses? Um, that sounds about right. So it's like Margit, Godric, Radon, there's 3. DTS, 4. Morgott, 5. And then Nile, 6. Moog, 7. Gaius, 8. And then O'Neil, 9. But you were close. You're off by 1. Yeah, DTS hardly feels like he counts, but technically he is required to get into Capital. Yeah, he's basically made to look like a non-boss, really. He's just a non-respawning enemy. The biggest risk on your... Oh, right, because you have to do, like, consumables only for a while, right? Yeah, that's pretty nutty. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool run, though. Does anyone know, when I was on Godric and he clipped me, was I on the stairs? Because it is now occurring to me that if I was on the stairs when he swung, then he swung higher than he's supposed to. Because like he angles it like up a little bit to appropriately like meet your hitbox or whatever. So I might have actually timed it completely correct, but not been like close enough to him. Because I might have still been like on the stairs and not on flat ground. Yeah, no, you're good. I'll have to go back and look. Because we will have to fight him again next week, and it'd be dope if that didn't happen again. Yeah, if you don't mind, I would appreciate it. Okay. Dang, he's got one boss left? That's crazy. Who is it? Who is the boss that is so bad that he's like, I'm doing this one last? Radabeast? I mean, alright, that's fair. That is very fair. Oh, okay, gotcha. I wasn't on the stairs. What happened then? I was gonna say that, like, that's a mistake I haven't made for a hot minute, if that's what it was. I must have just been late then.
Only five. You have now to become the thing as now become. Now.
DLC next. Oof.
Those are the challenge. Find them well.
Yeah, the timing is just really tight. Like, there's a lot of buildup before you jump. You hang in the air for like half a second, and then you come crashing down. So it's like, it's really easy to get hit on the way up and on the way down. A kill of all time. It does take a lot of time. It is very rewarding though, when you've struggled with something for so long and then like it finally clicks and you're like, oh, like that moment is very nice. 700. That's crazy. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say Hollow Knight is enjoyable. That is not what I've witnessed. Like, I've watched a lot of people run Hollow Knight hitless, and they all seem super miserable. So I don't know that I necessarily vouch for that one. But Expedition 33 seems very fun, also very hard. That's what I'm saying, Elias. That's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, this game is so great, and then they just like rage about how stupid the game is, and like, I can't believe they programmed this to be this way, and I'm like, You were just telling me how good this was. What are you talking about? Like, make it make sense. Nice. Is it like that for every game, though? I don't know that it is for every game. Like, there's annoying stuff in Elden Ring for sure, and I wish they had done it differently, but I don't know that it's necessarily, like, inherently bad. But, like, in Hollow Knight, I know for a fact, like, projectiles can just spawn in the place that you're standing, and, like, your run's just dead. As long as we don't discuss Pantheon 4 and 5, let's go. Yeah, Rage Bait game. Many people's game of the year. Yeah, I wasn't really a massive Hollow Knight fan myself. Like, I've played it a couple of times and never gotten very far because the map is kind of just very confusing for me. Hollow Knight? I have no idea when Hollow Knight came out. I was referring to Silk Song specifically. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea when Hollow Knight dropped. I got it like years later. And only played it like a handful of times. I maybe have like 2 hours in that game. Yeah, that makes sense, Andre. That makes sense. 2017. Yeah, me and Vi were just talking about that the other day. Because we got married in 2017. We're like, wow, we've been married for like almost 10 years already. That's wild. Time just be cruising. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Did we set like the +0 incentive for Gaius? Like I have no idea what dollar amount that was at. I can see that we're at 3,270 now, which is huge. You'll love to see it. Does that mean we have met the incentive? Yeah, that would definitely need to be something I know ahead of time. Man, that's got to be like the worst opener. For $20. Okay, cool. Thank you for the heads up and thank you for the GGs. Oof. Low damage Gaius incoming. I figured it would probably happen.
The thorn, a husk, the only way, and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide. Shall I let my share them with me? Your thought.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. It'll be fine. Yeah, there's only like 3 bosses left in the run at this point. So there's not too much left to do. We got Niall, Mo, Gaius, and O'Neill. So of those 4, 3 of them are literally the objective. check out this insane 3-second time save from standing on the banister. Like giga speed strats right here. Elevator is just now stopping. Huge. What a time save. I feel that on a very personal level, I'm not gonna lie. I've had a long weekend as well. I was like sick on Friday, so I didn't work, and I got a message from my boss this morning that because of the snow we're supposed to get, they're just gonna like close down for Monday as well. So I'm sitting here with like my 4-day weekend, and I'm like, man, I don't want to go back to work. Yeah, even luckier considering I work from home. So it's like if they had even like 2 people actually show up to the building, like I would have work to do. You haven't seen snow in 3 or 4 years? Gotcha. Yeah, we get a lot of snow where I'm at. Which like isn't too bad in like all honesty. Like I really like the snow. It's really nice to look at. It is very peaceful when it is snowing outside. The cleanup part is kind of sucky. And by kinda, I mean it is sucky. But aside from that, as a Russian, you're depressed about it. That's valid. That is very valid. Yeah, we're not even supposed to get like a ton of snow tomorrow. It's just supposed to snow like all day. Which I think is why they're probably just closing. Which on the flip side also means that Tuesday is probably going to be like stupid busy. On top of the fact that like I wasn't in on Friday, so I probably have a crap ton to do. Not the button again. Crazy work. Gotta love the mountaintops running section. Well, I mean, yeah. That's literally what calling out is for. You don't, like, call out for the benefit of other people, you know? Like, I think it's different if you don't have much for, like, vacation time and, like, all that kind of stuff, then, like, I think it's good to save your vacation time for actual vacations and all that kind of stuff, but given the amount of time that they give you, like, yeah, screw it, just take a day, you know? She's kind of a manager. Yeah, I mean, even as a manager, like, I think it's good to encourage your employees to take their time off. Tell her she should also take the day off. I've heard that she's really bad about taking her vacation. I'm so looking forward to not soul skipping anymore. Realistically, on this run, we could have not done it. On a lot of the other ones, though, like, it would have made time real tight. Also due to snow. As you should. Vibes were off, I had to stay home. As one does. The way I was locked in on the Ash dodge for that one, though, I was like, alright, if we're gonna do this, we gotta get at least one of them correct. Thank you for GG's, guys. Shane, I got hit on Godric because I was like a little too late on my Ash of War dodge. He like literally hit me as I was going up. Yeah, it was so dumb. It saves like 0.2 seconds at best. Because like you hit the top basically just before you would be able to like jump up the rest of the elevator, if that makes sense. So like no, but also like we put time into learning how to do it because it was funny. So and then it's like even funnier if I mess it up. So yeah, except I missed it that one time and Pelicans was like, you just lost so many points. We are actively booing you in Numa's chat. And I was like, bro. Yeah, style points would be sick. That'd be kind of neat to do. If like at the end of the league, they ran like a bunch of polls or something like that. Just give like people the option to just vote for like each one of the runners for different categories and stuff. That's just like absolutely nonsense. Am I too far? No, we're good. I couldn't see the trees on the right, and I was worried I might be too far left. Alright, we need the black knife set. This is very important. I forgot it last time. So I use the black knife set on the Gaius fight because I don't like Gaius as much when we're light rolling. And like we could just use Bernald's armor, but Bernald's armor kinda sucks. So like I wouldn't say that light roll is worse. It's not my preference. So the thing about light roll versus medium roll is the major plus to light roll is you gain a lot more distance when you roll. On Gaius, to me, that feels bad because if you light roll and end up like way out of position, then you start seeing like way more attacks that you don't want to see. So if you weigh yourself down to play at medium roll, you're kind of able to just like roll and stay right by the pig's head, and you kind of like control the fight way better that way. In my opinion, I don't think anyone else has utilized the strategy from what I've seen. I don't think anyone was planning to either. It's a boar, actually. Alright. I will refer to it as the pig because I do not respect it. I think it is very important to not respect your enemies in these times, in these types of games. But yeah, again, it's just like purely personal preference. Gaius is still quite viable to fight on light load. I just prefer medium. I will be honest, I don't really know the difference between like a warthog and a boar. I thought they were kind of just like the same animal that was like local to a different place. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, like I'm sure that's like a very ignorant like way of thinking about it, but I'm also not an animal expert and don't portray myself as such. So I feel like that's fine. True. Whatever you do, don't Google it. Apparently that can be bad. For a second there, I wasn't sure if I actually grabbed that grace. Yeah, I mean, like I legitimately don't know. You could spell out the definition for both of them, and I'd be like, I don't know. It's got tusks and it's wearing armor. That's about the extent of my knowledge. Tomato, potato. There you go. Oh goodness, dude. This just in. It might not matter. Up to 600 pounds. I didn't realize they were that big. That's pretty wild. Alright, you want to bet he, like, just stands around and does Blood Rain like 19 times in a row again and wastes all my buffs? It'd be sick if he didn't, but I don't really trust him. Hello? Wait.
It's mine and mine.
Where's my Nihil? That's actually so garbage. I'm actually so legitimately confused. Like, I shackled him mid-combo, but like, I've done that before, and he's never just continued the combo. No, I over-damaged him, like, I get him to 5,000 damage, like, I have my markers, and he goes into Nihil.
I can see it.
That was really, really weird.
The coming of our dynasty.
This is actually such a bad run at this point, good lord. Did I like shackle late or something? That didn't feel like especially close. Like I'm struggling to even come up with a reason that would be what happened. Super weird. No, I didn't. It was like my brain recognized that he was like attacking again. But like the only thought I had is that's weird. And not, hey, you should like dodge that. So like I just got like gutter stomped, but yeah, exactly. That's that's kind of exactly what I'm saying. That is me doing the exact same thing twice and it working once and then not working the first time. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that one. Oh. Am I dumb? I'm dumb. Yeah, which I've not seen him do. Like I know when enemies have attacks like already in the queue, they can like react weird. And these guys are just like not gonna react to noise? What are we doing? Dude, my game's like broken. Cause like Godskin Noble does the same thing if you sleep him like too close to a roll. Like I've had that happen, and if you know it's coming, like it's not a big deal, but I had no idea it could happen on Moog. I've practiced him plenty and never had that. Yeah, that was just really, really weird. Because like I know for a fact I did shackle him mid combo. And I know the attack that he whacked me with was the back half of that combo. But like I've done that before and he's never continued, so that's why I was like, wait. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that usually like catches you off, is when you think your fight is scripted because you've done it so many times, and all of a sudden you see some 1 in 100 chance thing. So that's kind of whatever. This is why I don't like to script fights. Because like if I was just fighting him and he started attacking me, guess what I would have done? I would have rolled it. But thinking that I'm just sitting here like waiting for my next shackle, like it's a little bit different. Yeah, that's how I feel about like 90% of bosses in this game, honestly. And like Moog is definitely like one of those bosses that's 100% better to script. But yeah, him just opting to not Nihil was pretty wild. Like based on how many times we've done that, I was under the impression that like Nihil just like overrides the queue. Is kind of the way that I've been thinking about it, but clearly that was not the case. Yeah, like it's not gonna matter for like the duration of the league, but we're also gonna be doing all remembrances soon, and Moog is a part of that, so that is gonna be something that we need to figure out. Yeah, a lot of the stuff like I'm super not worried about in the context of like the league at this point, but yeah, I mean that was kind of my assumption as well. That's a pretty good indication that that is not how that works. I'm just gonna grab this just in case. I've had like weird fall damage memes happen here. Literally just like dropping down into this pit. I don't want to run all the way back from Castle Ensis, excuse me. No, we won't grab that one. We'll make it night at the other run. Or the furnace golem, that'll be fine. Ooh, Gold Eyes Wolf. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Frequent? Hope you're doing well. I'm really not worried about Gaius at all. Like, I didn't do a ton of practice this week, but the practice I did do was on Gaius, and it's been very good. And it's not scripted, so I feel significantly better about, like, relying on myself rather than scripted stuff. Because it is not lost on me that both of the hits that we took today were on scripted moves. Yeah, personally, like, I don't like scripts. They just don't work all that well for me. Because that's what I've always said, like, as soon as something goes wrong in a script, like, the recovery is the hardest part. I love getting frame drops when I, like, make a jump that I hate. just reset stuff here. That's fine. So I watched a video that was basically Spectre's guide on how to get like +10 on Shadow Blessing, and his video like ends at Gaius, and that's about all I know how to do. Like I can get to Mesmer, and I can get to Gaius. Anything else in this area, like absolutely not. But I am also not really like a DLC knower either. Like this is really not my wheelhouse. Yeah, this sounds like not too bad. We're basically done already. We just have like 2 elevators to go down, and we're good. That's a good question. That's a good question. There is a door, like, at the bottom of the first elevator, but I don't think you can actually open it. Like, I don't think that's a thing. So I'm not really sure what the idea was there. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, it doesn't even open. Yeah, damage is honestly not that bad. potion? Nope. What a jerk. Dead? Thank you for GG's, guys. Yeah, that one's like honestly not bad. Can you tell where all my practice time went this week? Yo, what's up, Spectre? Thank you for GG's, dude. Yeah, we just gotta blast this guy real quick. dude.
GG.
Thank you very much.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a tough one, guys. That was a tough one. We spent like a lot of time on Gaius and kind of slipped up on some of the easier stuff. The Moog thing was really weird, though. The Moog thing was really weird. I don't know why he just re-queued immediately, but is what it is.
Alright, baby game for babies.
Yeah, right. Have you had that happen, Spectre? Because I've never seen that. I've shackled that attack before and been fine. That caught me super off guard. Like I assume it was just like a queued thing, but I'm confused on why he's never resumed in the past. Yeah, it was the end of the combo. I'm just confused on why, like, I don't know, like I've shackled that attack before and it's been fine. He's just gone straight into Nihil. And that time he just didn't for some reason. Like that's the first time. It was like one of those crappy, oh, well, that's a great time to learn that. But
Zephyr, hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Zephyr.
Uh, unfortunate hits.
yeah.
Unfortunate hits, but well, hitless guys.
Yeah, there it
Picking up the
is.
incentives and getting it hitless as well. It's still insane run.
Thank you.
I would have done worse. You've been all right. Godric, was that just a little bit late, or was that an improvisation that you just did?
For which fight?
For the Godric hit.
So for the Godric hit, I have a couple of theories. I need to like go back and watch it. I had a theory that I might have been on the stairs still, which means that his swing would have been angled up slightly, which gives him more time to hit me as I'm going up. Elias did say he went back and watched it and said I wasn't on the stairs. So if that is the case, and I mean, I have no reason to believe that Elias is just lying to me, right? So it was probably just late. But that yeah, that is something I'm gonna have to like go back and review because I've done that since we started like practicing for the league, and I think I've gotten clipped like twice. So I'm very surprised that I just kind of spaced that one.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was unfortunate. What happened with Moog? Like that
If
looked
anyone
like
can tell me, that would be fantastic. So basically, like the script is, you go in, you shackle him, you do enough damage to get Nihil. Like that's what we're waiting for. My damage that I'm looking for is like right around the 5,000 mark. I hit 5,200, I believe, and then he got up and didn't clear Q to Nihil. He just finished his combo, which I've never seen before. Um,
Oh, is that what happened?
yeah,
That's re
yeah.
that's really
So
funny.
like what are we doing here? I've shackled on that attack before, and he's just like ignored the back half of the combo and gone straight for Nihil. Like I've seen this several times, and today he was just like, nah. Like, all right,
Oh,
cool. So I guess we're not doing that.
oh
And
man, this game
yeah,
this game is just perfect, huh?
yeah.
This game is
Like
just
today was just not my day, but I mean it is what it is. Like we go back in, we do the exact same thing the second time, and it works, and it's like, all right, cool.
Well, I disagree that that today was not your day. You're still insanely fun to watch as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
That the one guy's moment with the projectile being spawned and the middle of the wombo combo.
Yeah, I love that.
Was that as stressful for you as it was for me?
Probably not as stressful. Like I've been practicing this at like +0 with no talismans. Like I always try to practice below the damage that I expect to have. And in those fights, it's like 12 to 15 minutes. And basically what I've learned in that time frame is that that's actually not like a ranged attack. Like he just does that while you're just like standing next to him. So like that's not the first time I've seen that particular grief move, but yeah, it's like one of those things you just got to make sure you back up far enough away from it and then roll the same way that you would. But
very nicely managed. And like, was it just me or did he like queue up his wombo combo like every like second move?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
something?
Gaius literally has like 3 attacks if you're like fighting him correctly from what I can tell.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
but
just
like
the same 3 like over and over. Like I've seen him do like he has that one move where he does the spear slam and then you like jump his head and then he goes into like that body slam. I've had him do that 5 times in a row. Like he's just the king of like, wait, do I have repeat action on by accident? Like he's just that guy.
Yeah, I was wondering about that as well. But yeah, GG's insanely clean run. Even still, the 2 hits were a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah,
But
is what it is.
what it is what it is. I think you should be proud of yourself for this one.
Thank you.
It's been insanely fun.
It was amazing to watch, especially also as Numa just mentioned the end fight with Gaius. Even though sometimes it looked a bit sketchy, it was amazing to see. So
yeah,
I think Numa teased me that you're basically going a lot for the rule of cool, and I think you definitely pulled that one off today. So
thank you.
I'm glad I got to see that run as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, Zephyr, gonna let you go.
All
right. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. And DG's did.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good
Bye-bye,
day.
Zeph.
Bye.
Oh man. All right, chat. All right. That's gonna be it for me. Yeah, like I feel like it definitely was a cute attack. I'm just not sure why that one was cute when the last like 15 times I've done it wasn't. Like that's the weird part for me. Because that's one that I've like practiced a lot because I was like, oh, like if I could shackle him mid combo here, then like I save time on buffs and stuff. So like that's kind of ideal. So like I've kind of been like going for that move specifically to shackle. I don't know if I ended up like shackling late or maybe even like early. I wonder if like in the past like I'm shackling while he's like halfway through the animation for like the second swing and then he's like, "Oh, well, I mean, I started it, so I guess that's canceled." That actually could be it. Um but yeah, I mean like regardless, I'll go back and watch it and we'll see if we can figure something out. Like it'll come up for all remembrances, but that won't be for a little bit. So nothing too concerning. We got 2 dragons next week. So no Moog there. Oh, that's not true. There's Sewer Moog. We don't shackle Sewer Moog though. So it's fine. We just fight him. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I got, guys. There is not a follow-up game today, in my understanding. So let me go ahead and see who I've got for potential raid targets. I thought I hit quit to desktop. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, it looks like Donut's still going. We can raid on over into Donut. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, ads. Perfect time. Yeah, thanks, Vector. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, so we'll be back Monday, 7 p.m. EST as per usual. And yeah, we're just gonna work on grinding out this last objective, and then that'll be it. We'll be done with Elden Ring for a bit. We're gonna have to find something else to do for a while. But yeah, take care, guys, and I'll catch you next time.